Hello student, today we will start application of dimensional analysis. First, to check the dimensional correctness of a given physical equation. This is based on the principle of homogeneity of dimensions. According to this principle means according to which the dimension of each term on both sides of an equation must be the same. If the dimension of all the terms are not same, the equation must be wrong. A dimensionally correct equation may or may not be physically correct. Example, let us check the dimensional accuracy of the equation of motion as equal to ut plus half at square, where symbols have their usual meanings, writing dimensions on both sides. So dimension of S is m0 L1 T0 is equal to dimension of U m0 L1 T minus 1 and dimension of T m0 L0 T1 plus half is dimensionless quantity and dimension of acceleration A m0 L1 T minus 2 and dimension of T square, or we can write m0 L1 T0 is equal to m0 L1 and T0 plus m0 L1 T0. Since the dimension of each term on right hand side is equal to dimension on left hand side, so this equation dimensionally correct. Here half is a pure number, so it does not have any dimension. Second, to derive the relationship among physical quantities. If one knows the dependency of a physical quantity on other quantities, and if the dependency is of the product type, then using the method of dimensional analysis, relation between the quantities can be derived. Example, time period of a simple pendulum. The simple pendulum has a bob, means solid sphere or ball, attached to a string which oscillates under the action of the force of gravity. Thus, the time period may depend on the length of the string L, the mass of the bob small m, and the acceleration due to gravity small g. We assume that the dependence of time period on these quantities is of product type, that is t depend on L to the power a, m to the power b, and g to the power c. It is equation first, where k is dimensionless constant and A, B, C are power or exponent which we want to evaluate taking the dimension of both sides, means M0, L0, T1. Here K is constant, so it is dimensionless quantity, and dimension of L to the power A, dimension of M to the power B, and G acceleration, so L1 T minus 2 to the power C, or we can write T is equal to L to the power A, M to the power B, L to the power C, and T to the power minus 2C, or we can write T M to the power B, L to the power A plus C, and T to the power minus 2C. Since the dimension on both sides must be identical, so equation in this equation equating the power of similar quantities or applying the principle of homogeneity of dimension, so we get A plus C is equal to 0 in left hand side, L to the power A plus C, but in left hand side there is no L, so 0, comma, in right hand side M to the power B, so B, in left hand side there is no M, so is equal to 0, and in right hand side T to the power minus 2C, and in left hand side there is T to the power 1, so 1. On solving we get A is equal to half, B is equal to 0, and C is equal to minus half. Putting these values in equation first, so T is equal to K, L to the power A means L to the power half, M to the power B means M to the power 0, and G to the power C means minus half, or we can write T is equal to K L to the power half upon G to the power half, or we can write T is equal to K under root L upon G. The value of dimensionless quantity K is found 2 pi through experiment, so we can write T is equal to 2 pi under root L upon G. Next topic, significant figures. Significant figures in the measured value of a physical quantity tell the number of digits in which we have confidence. Larger the number of significant figures obtained in a measurement, greater is the accuracy of measurement. The reverse is also true. The following rules are observed in the counting the number of significant figures in a given measure quantity. First, all non-zero digits are significant figures. In case there is a decimal point, its position does not matter. For example, 189.4 has 4 significant figures and 23.425 has 5 significant figures. Next, second, all zero between two non-zero digits are significant figures and it does not matter where decimal point is in case it is there. For example, 2090.03 has 6 significant figures. Third, when there is a no decimal point, the zeros at the end, that is trailing zeros, are meaningless and are not counted as significant figures. For example, 46800 has 3 significant figures, but such zeros are significant if they come from a measurement. For example, 46800 second has 5 significant figures. Fourth, whenever there is a decimal point, 0 at the end are significant. That is, zeros on right of the decimal point and to the right of non-zero digits are significant. For example, 36.00 has 4 significant figures. Next, fifth, whenever there is a decimal point, initial zeros after the decimal point are not significant. That is, zeros on the left of non-zero but on the right of decimal point are not significant. For example, 0.0012 has 2 significant figures. 6. The digits 0 conventionally put on the left of a decimal for a number less than 1 is never significant. For example, 0.2350 has 4 significant figures. Next, 7. In exponential notation, the numerical portion gives the number of significant figures, that is, the power of 10 do not count in significant figure. For example, 1.32 into 10 to the power minus 2 has 3 significant figures. Next, 8. The number of significant figures does not depend on the system of units. For example, 16.4 centimeter, 0.164 meter and 0.000164 kilometer all have 3 significant figures. Next topic, rounding of the uncertain digits. To change the any number in definite significant number, use the principle of rounding. This process is called rounding off. For this process, the following rules are applied. First, if the digit is to be dropped is less than 5, then the preceding digit is left unchanged. For example, 7.82 is rounded off to 7.8 because 2 is less than 5. Second, if the digit is to be dropped is more than 5, then the preceding digit is raised by 1. For example, 7.87 is rounded off to 7.9 because 7 is greater than 5. Next, third, if the digit is to be dropped is 5 followed by digits other than 0, then the preceding digit is raised by 1. For example, 12.651 is rounded off to 1 2.7 because here 6. So 6 convert in 7. So 12.7. Fourth, if the digit is to be dropped is 5 or 5 followed by 0, then the preceding digit is left unchanged if it is even. For example, 3.250 becomes 3.2 on rounding off. Next, fifth, if the digit is to be dropped is 5 or 5 followed by 0, then the preceding digit raised by 1 if it is odd. For example, 1.750 becomes 1.8 because 7 is odd number. Next, significant figures in calculation. In most of the experiments, the observations of various measurements are to be combined mathematically, that is, added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided to achieve the final result. Since all the observations in measurements do not have the same precision, it is natural that the final result cannot be more precise than the least precise measurement. The following two rules should be followed to obtain the proper number of significant figure in any calculation. So first, in both addition and subtraction, the final result should retain as many decimal places as are there in number with the least decimal place. For example, in first sum of the numbers 33.3, 3.11, 0.313. After addition, we will get 327.63. Here, this number has only one decimal place, so answer should be reported to one decimal place after rounding off. So answer is 36.7. Next, second, subtraction of numbers. 62.831 minus 24.5492. After subtraction we will get 8182.83. In this number has 3 decimal places, so answer should be reported to 3 decimal place after rounding off. So answer is 38.282 because 8 is greater than 5. So 1 raised to 2. Next, second, in multiplication or division, the final result should retain as many significant figures as are there in the original number with the least significant figures. For example, first, multiplication of two numbers 142.06 into 0.23, we will get 32.6738. This number has two significant figures, so the answer should have two significant figures. So answer is 33. Second, division of two numbers 0.90 upon 4.26. After division we will get 0.2112676. In this number two significant figures, so answer should have two significant figures. So final answer is 0.21. That's all for today.